My name is Lucy from Pro Talks show by Saleh Tabbakh on Hala London TV. Today I'm gonna take you around this smashing event with special guests who are going to inspire their audience with a day full of knowledge and fun. Welcome to Gladiator Summit. Hi, Mr. Daniel. I'm Lucy from Pro Talks show by Saleh Tabbakh on Hala London TV. I would like to ask you if you can introduce yourself to the audience, tell us about your background, please.
So I'm a London-born entrepreneur. I'm very grateful that my entrepreneurship journey has also allowed me to be someone who helps people. So I write books, I podcast, I speak like I'm speaking today. I'm really grateful that I get it.
So, Mr. Daniel, can you give us one advice for young entrepreneurs?
Really ask yourself why you want to be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship has become this very sexy thing of late, and people think that it's an easy road, but it's not. Understand that you're going to get paid last in your business. You may not be successful for a very long time. There's going to be difficult times. It's not as glamorous as they make it look like on Instagram. So be really ready to put the work in and to overcome some obstacles on your journey.
What makes the Gladiator Summit event unique in your opinion?
Well, it's unique because of the intention that's behind it, which is really just serving people. Nobody's selling, nobody's pitching. We're literally here to serve. I'm grateful that I get to be good friends with Darius, and so that's how I knew about the summit and was invited to speak. And I know that really speaks to who he is as a person, what he stands for, and I'm really grateful and honoured to be a part of that.
It simply brings authentic people. Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you.
It was nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Hi Darius, how are you?
Outstanding. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for today. I would like to ask you for one single advice for future or young entrepreneurs.
Never give up. That's my single advice. You know, in a normal sales process, and we're all selling. Most people don't like the word sales, but we're all selling. As a parent, we have to sell. Let's go have a haircut to the child. We're always selling. So, in a sales process, on average, we get rejected 8 times before we get our way. Most people quit after the first time. So as an entrepreneur, you got to get used to being rejected because it's never personal. Business is never personal.
What do you tell them? How they should handle the setbacks and failures?
I'll give you an example. If I was a model, okay, I wouldn't get modeling jobs every single day because somebody wants somebody with hair, somebody wants somebody with white skin. I should never take it personally. But eventually, knocking on enough doors and doing my homework, somebody will want somebody who looks like Yul Brynner, okay, or Kojak. So you have to keep knocking on enough doors until the right prospect comes, but never take it personally because rejection isn't personal in business.
Thank you for your word. Darius, do you support the statement leading by example?
It depends what you mean by leading. For instance, if I'm leading a company, I should be a visionary and not a doer. Because if you're doing, you can never expand your company. But as a politician, and if you're going to preach, or a religious leader, and you're going to preach something, you've got to do it yourself. But the thing is, as a company, I'm not necessarily the best accountant. I'm dyslexic, so I'm not good with contracts. I hire the right people, and I give them a vision to share. So it's really motivating a team. You can have a good business.
Thank you, Darius. Thank you for this unique experience. It was our pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much.
I'm Eric Edmeades. I'm the founder and CEO of WildFit, and I'm a speaker and author. I just released 2 books called The Evolution Gap and Post-Diabetic.
Okay, what is your advice for young or future entrepreneurs?
Wow, do you have like 2 hours? Today, one of the things I would say is that a lot of times people, especially young entrepreneurs, they're looking for the next shortcut. They're looking for the great marketing hack or what have you. But the truth of the matter is that when you're an entrepreneur, you're playing a very important professional sport, and it's a sport of your mind. It requires being able to make good decisions. It requires being able to see through fog and what have you. And the truth of the matter is that you need to treat your body like an athlete would. You have to make sure that you run a solid metabolism, that you're well nourished, that you're drinking water, that you're breathing. Entrepreneurs need to take really good care of their bodies. And frankly, very often they don't. They end up working really, really hard and their health suffers. Then their decisions start to suffer. And so that's an area I think everybody needs to work on.
What about the setbacks and the failures? What is your advice for them? How can they handle it?
Setbacks and failures are a matter of perceived reality. In other words, you want to go in a certain direction, and then it didn't go that way, and that feels like a setback to you. But every single setback is actually a step forward to the ultimate destiny. And and I think that this is an example that particularly young entrepreneurs can really relate to. Is that when teenagers are playing video games, and the video game comes to a really hard level, the teenager doesn't go, "Oh no, it's too scary." They want it to be hard. And you know what's really crazy, and they know this about games, if you come to a hard level and you pass it the very first time, it feels good, but it's a little bit flat. If you
It has to be challenging.
That's right. If you fail and then you fail and then you fail and then you finally pass that level, then there's something phenomenal that happens in your body. And so if you can take that same psychology into entrepreneurship, that's incredible. When people come together, like when people come from around the world and around the UAE and around Dubai to come here, what happens is that they break out of one of the typical problems of entrepreneurship. Most people went to school and they spent 12 years being taught one way of education. And in that way of education, if they got help on a project, it was called cheating. And so for 12 years, we were told, don't do that. Unless you're specifically told to, don't do it. And so now you have all these people that go into entrepreneurship and they don't ask for help. And so when everybody comes together here, they get to meet with each other, they get to meet in the hallways, and then they get these experts coming up and sharing things on stage. That is itself asking for help. And that's one of the most valuable skills of entrepreneurship. So I think this event creates a really great atmosphere for people to do that.
So my name is Jamie Fraser. I've founded a very large recruitment business that we've grown aggressively over the last few years. And my background is showing everyone today that I've come from nothing. I've made something of myself, and that's what I'm going to inspire a lot of people today about, is just showing everyone that anything's possible. That's my goal.
What is your single advice for young entrepreneurs?
Mindset is everything. Personal development's everything. Just focusing on you. A lot of people have distractions, they focus on other things, but they're not focusing on themselves. Young entrepreneurs need to focus on them, get their mindset right. Growth starts with you, and if people start with themselves, everything else is possible.
Can you tell them how can they handle setbacks and failures?
Mindset, clarity in your head, knowing exactly who you are, your goals, your vision, who you want to become, because adversity, problems, setbacks, they all happen. The way you get through all of these things, full clarity, full reassurance, vision of who you want to be, where you want to go, because that's going to allow every distraction to be pushed to one side.
So mindset is everything.
100%.
Hi JJ, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
My first time on Arabic TV. I'm excited.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Something new.
I always knew. Hey, my name is Jay from Australia, and I'm here in Dubai at the Gladiator Mastery Summit, where amazing speakers, education, entertainment, where we just really brought the energy. And what I do is I help people help with their Google. So when someone Googles you because they don't know you, I help you get trust. Trust turns into money, money turns into choices.
Can you tell us more about this method?
Well, the method is not really my method, but let's say you and I go to a restaurant and we don't know the restaurant. What do? We Google, right? We're looking at how many reviews, what do people say, do we trust it? I do that with people's brands. You have a brand, I have a brand. Why do I trust you? And I think a lot of people forget that people are Googling you, they're looking at your reviews, your Instagram, your photos. How does it make them feel? You ever see something you're like, I don't like this, and it turns you off. So I really help to make sure that the brand is built so people know, like, and trust you.
And where do you see AI in 5 years?
I think it's going to help a lot of businesses speed up things, to speed up the process. And it's also going to help, it's going to be bad for a lot of people who are in businesses that maybe they were meant to change. I think AI will never replace humans, but I think it will enhance things.
And why do you think this event, or the Gladiator Summit, is unique?
Because it's bringing international people together and it's showing them what's possible from different minds, different ideas, and different thoughts. Because I think that's what people in Dubai and also everybody need. They don't just want Arabic people giving advice. Australians, Americans, Persians, Indians from their life experiences. So I think it's important that we hear from everybody's opinion and perspective.
We are here to learn. Thank you so much for your words. Thank you for your positivity.
You're welcome.
I'm Jigar Sagar. I'm a serial entrepreneur with over 15 years of experience launching businesses. I have launched over 25 plus companies over the years, and they're worth over $300 million plus. So here I am.
How can you support the startup companies?
So there are many ways we can support startup companies, and I have a huge platform of companies that I have created to support the entrepreneurship ecosystem. And one of the best ways I like to support startups is by firstly sharing that education and being that educational platform for those motivated entrepreneurs who are truly willing to take those risks and be out there. So it's about being that educational platform and then being that guide and mentor for them out there.
Yeah, so we're going to learn a lot from you today. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much.
So my name is Marissa Peer, and I created something called RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy. It's a very powerful, super effective therapy that's very quick. So I created that. I've trained 19,000 therapists all over the world, about 350 of them now in Dubai.
All right. And what is your advice for young entrepreneurs?
Believe in yourself. The most important tool is self-belief, extraordinary self-belief, unshakable self-belief. So work on your self-belief. Work on why do I want to be an entrepreneur? What have I got to offer the world? What's my unique skill set? What's my gift? Answer those questions and just push yourself forwards, because self-belief is a great propeller. Everyone has failures. Some of the most successful people in the whole world have had failures, many failures, but you have to keep going. You know, success is not about never failing, it's about how fast are you getting back up again.
And in your opinion, why Gladiator Summit is so unique?
I think they've got a very great combination of speakers, entrepreneurs from the business world, people also from the social world, financial world. It isn't just about being great in business, it's about how to find love, how to be your best self, and it's a nice balance.
Yeah, we loved your speech. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. Pleasure meeting you, Mrs. Marisa.
My name is Sara Al-Madani. I'm an Emirati serial entrepreneur and a public speaker.
Okay, and can you give us advices for young entrepreneurs? Future.
To be honest, I started when I was 15, and the best advice I can give is just start. Start and learn, fail, stand up, fall. There is no right direction to start a business because we are all different, right? My way might not suit you, might not suit this person. Everyone is different, comes from a different background, different personality. The only thing you need to do is just start. Business needs legs. Give it the legs and it will do the rest of the walking.
In your opinion, how do we overcome the setbacks and failures?
Failure is not something you overcome, it's something you learn from. This is why we have this negative mindset about failure. Everyone's scared of failing because failure in culture, and we've been brainwashed to think that failure is always attached to shame and guilt. I'm not ashamed. I lost maybe over 8 companies before and lost money. I learned a lot from it. So failure is a school. Learn from it, embrace it. Don't be scared to fail.
So what habits contributed to your success?
Habits contributed to my success. I think just like having a resilient personality that is curious and never gives up. And to understand that I have one shot in this life and I might go any second. So let me live every moment I can, try everything, go out there and take as much risks as I can.
Thank you for this positive mindset and for your advices. Thank you so much, Sarah, for your time.
Thank you so much.
My name is Shiraz, also aka Fame by Shiraz. I'm one of the biggest fame strategists in the world. Clients from Kim Kardashian to Logan Paul to Jennifer Lopez, Miley Cyrus, some of the biggest stars in the world. And over the last 20 years, I've become their media strategist advisor on the roadmap. Entrepreneurs, the first advice would be, what do you want? what do you really want, emotionally want, not what your mum wants you to become a dentist, doctor, accountant. What do you want? Figure out that want, because today, what used to work many years ago, being a professional doctor, lawyer, PhD, and so forth, today the rules of the game have changed. So you've got to figure out, what does your son, your daughter, your husband, or whatever, what do they want? And once you figure out what they really want, then put a very detailed roadmap of how am I going to get there, and focus on that part to get you to your goal.
Yeah, what advices can you give them?
Clarity. Figure out, what is it? The first advice is, what do you want? Why do I say that? Is because the challenge that people have is they spend years thinking they want this. Then after they've done the degree, after they've done the job, after they've done the experience, then 3 years later, they're like, actually, I want to change this. Now you spend another 2-3 years doing this. Now you look back and like, shit, 10 years of my life have gone. So the first, number one advice would be, figure it out from day one, what you really want, not what other people want. What do you want? And from there, that's when the magic will happen.
In your opinion, Mr. Shiraz, why do you think the Gladiator Summit is a unique event?
It's unique because I'm a believer of proximity. You want to be around people that have a mindset of a gladiator, a mindset of winners, not someone who's going to pull you back, not someone who's going to be negative, someone's going to be jealous, insecurity. Gladiators don't feel the word jealousy. A gladiator puts his chest out, female or male, let's go. That's a gladiator, right? So when you're around this many people, 500 people plus, and probably the 500 people who couldn't even get in, right? That's a gladiator. So I want to be around people that are Iron Man. I don't want to be around a person who's in my ear, Mr., Mrs. Negative, out. Divorce or be single. Gladiators is one way and you go. If you're not positive, leave my train.
Thank you for your positivity. Thank you for your time.
My name is Sheikh. I'm from Canada, but I'm part-time here in Dubai. I'm the CEO of an art company. I'm an accredited investor, amongst any things, but above all, I'm a metaphysicist. That's what I call myself. And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
So what advice can you give for young entrepreneurs today?
Ultimately, your business will never rise above yourself. So I say focus on yourself as much as possible. Focus on your beliefs, focus on your confidence, focus on your skills. Go inwards and you'll see the outwards will be reflected back to you. Mistakes and failures are only mistakes and failures if you don't learn something from them. You see, inside of mistakes and failures, there's actually a gift, a lesson, something you can take away from it. And as long as you take the lesson, as long as you take the gift, it can become a gift. So that's how I would deal with failures. And
you can always learn and grow.
exactly.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so nice to meet you. I appreciate you.
Basically, I'm a coach and a trainer and investor myself in the city of Dubai. Also working now as an ambassador for this city. So what I essentially do is I help the investors, the homeowners, the new buyers coming in to understand the dynamics of this part of the world. Why Dubai has become such an incredible city. Number 3 on the planet today. What brought us to this level, and why is it that the millionaires and the billionaires of the world are actually leaving their home countries and bringing families and coming into Dubai? I talk a lot about understanding the vision of Dubai, the economic agenda 2033 and the urban master plan. So what we essentially do is we help people discover and then experience the lifestyle of their dreams by coming into a city of Dubai. That's right.
Mr. Anand, can you give us one advice for young entrepreneurs?
Okay, I think for the first advice is be very careful who you listen to. There's a lot of advice out there, a lot of people who are willing to give you the advice. Select the people that you're going to listen to carefully. Look at their own legacy, their own track records. People who have actually achieved things well will always encourage you and take you to the next level. They're not afraid to share with you what really works, because we don't work looking at things as competition. We complement each other. If you're doing well and I'm doing well, the city now has 2 people who are doing well. We'll attract 10 more people who want to do well.
The whole world is in a competition.
Yeah, that's the wrong thinking. That's why I'm saying it's very important as an entrepreneur. First, ask yourself, how much do you actually believe in the value of the service you're giving? You really need to spend time on that question. Secondly, Are you here as a contributor? Learn to give before you get. Most business people are looking to make money for themselves. That's not the reason you're here. Money is just a result of what you do. How are you going to make a difference with what you do to your city and the people in there? Once you have found that formula, now you find the right kind of people to talk to so that they will take you and elevate your business to the next level. Networking, you have to be absolutely great at.
Why the Gladiator Summit is a unique event in your opinion?
Well, firstly, if you look around you, you will see a lot of the speakers who come here have proven track records. They're sharing their experiences. This is my 31st year in Dubai. So where else can you find 30 years of experience speaking to you and giving you those nuggets in 20 or 30 minutes? So if you've got 14 speakers during the day, multiply that times 30 to 40 years experience, you're getting something close to about 500 years of experience talking to you in just one day. Learn from their mistakes, learn from our mistakes, learn from how we overcame, and basically get to where we got much faster. That's the reason you're here. The world is your arena. Today we have to know how to compete in this place. But you will see at an event like this, everybody who stands up there will challenge you. We will challenge you to take you to the next level. Comfort zone is not what we believe in. So if you're here looking to feel comforted that you are on the right track, you've come to the wrong event. But if you're prepared to accept the challenge that we will give you, then we will see you at the next level.
Hi Saif, how are you?
كله زي الفل. All is good.
أنا لوسي من بروتوكس شو باي صالح طباخ from Hala London TV. So حابة هيك أتعرف عليك وأسألك كم سؤال عن هيك خبرنا لنعرف الأودينس عن حضرتك.
Sure, pleasure. Pleasure to know you and pleasure to be on your show.
Pleasure is mine.
أنا اسمي سيف الحكيم, Egyptian. بس آخر 15 سنة more than 15 years الجورني بتاعتي كانت مختلفة. In corporate line I was the ex-CMO of Samsung في CIS region, Russia. As an entrepreneur afterwards, I'm running 8-figure portfolio of businesses in different industries, real estate, electronics, trading, coaching, mentorship. And on the sports section, I was Mr. Olympia, national team of Kung Fu. ودلوقتي عندي movement اسمها الألفا movement. It's about entrepreneurship, mindset, leadership, personal.
خبرنا شو السر لهيك الواحد يكبر؟
consistency, الاستمرارية, الديسيبلين. وما عندناش في الدي ان اي حاجه اسمها ستوب بوتن. الستوب بوتن عندنا مكسور. اوبسيست بالجول. ما ينفعش ان انت تعمل حاجه مره 2 و3 و10 وتلاقي ما فيش نتيجه وتبطل. يو هاف تو كيب جوينج. بس از ان انتربرينور او رائد اعمال يبقى عندك المرونه ان انت تبيفت. يعني انت ما ينفعش تفضل ماشي كده تخبط نفسك في الحيط. يو نيد تو اسس، ولو لقيت ان الدنيا مش ماشيه كويس اعمل سدنه بيفت.
في عندك ناس بتفشل بتوقع، شو بتنصحهم يرجعوا يستمروا ويخلوا السبيريت عندهم عاليه؟
الفشل مش حاجه مميته. الفشل هو درس. لو ناس اتعلمت الدرس ده كويس مستحيل تفشل. انا دايما بقول ان الفشل صديقي. بمعنى ايه؟ لو انا هفشل يبقى انا بجرب. لو انا بجرب يبقى انا بيحصل لي بروجرس، بيبقى عندي مومنتوم، يبقى بوصل لنتائج. لو اتعلمت منه من الفشل ده وما كسرنيش يبقى انا متاكد ان انا هوصل للجول او الهدف بتاعي. فتعلم من فشلك وما تبقاش بسرعه. يعني خد وقتك، اتعلم، اعمل ريفليكشن، شوف ايه اللي حصل غلط، اتعلم منه عشان لما تقوم تاني تقدر توصل للهدف اللي انت حاطه لنفسك.
شو بتنصح اليونج انتربرينورز بدبي؟ شو نصيحتك لهم؟
النصيحه الاولى او المهمه بالنسبه لي، ما تركزوش قوي على الموتيفيشن. الموتيفيشن كويس، بس المهم في ان انت تنجح يبقى عندك الديزاين ان انت تنجح. بمعنى ايه الديزاين؟ اي حاجه في الدنيا عشان تنجح ليها ديزاين. الشركه ليها ديزاين، ليها سيستم، ليها بروسيس. نفس الكلام لو انت بتعمل بيزنس جديد ليه ديزاين. بمعنى ايه؟ في ايكو سيستم، في برودكتس، في سيرفيسز. اعمل موديلنج لشركات ناجحه، اعمل موديلنج لبروجكتس ناجحه، خلي معاك منتورز، خلي السيركل بتاعتك تنصحك ان انت تقدر تنجح. ما تبقاش لوحدك وتقول ان انا موتيفيشن وهنجح. مش.
Thank you so much سيف على الكلام الحلو. نحن بنتشكرك و it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.